is the review for the Skyrim console version for the PS3 and Xbox. Obviously we've got Xbox copy, but I played PS3, so let's fix that. Just like animation's a lot better, like walking before you were kind of stuck. So in this one you actually move like a normal person, not like Forrest Gump.
And when you run backwards, you actually run backwards and not run forwards, backwards. That makes sense. Yeah,
because in Oblivion you'd just be stuck doing the same animation no matter what you were doing, really.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. A lot of the fighting's improved as well. Like, combat's still a bit safe, but now you can do like there's a lot more like cinematic moves, like stabbing people in the neck and chopping off heads.
I don't like the finishing moves though.
Well, they take you out of the game.
Yeah, they take you out of experience because I like playing first person, sorry. But it kind of takes you out of experience if you're playing in first person.
Yeah.
Dragging you out into third person. And also horse riding does that.
Okay, you're not riding first person?
No, only riding third person.
Yeah, so they focus a lot more on like cinematics. Like this is a lot more cinematic experience. Like the first like main quest when you start. The first quest in Oblivion, there were no real like linear parts, but this one really well done, like camera angles and stuff. Also, magic and spellcasting's been improved.
Massively.
Yeah, because before, as well as archery as well. Because before you'd be able to do like a fireball, not to mention you can do two-handed casting now, which is like a lot better.
Yeah.
But before you throw a fireball and it wouldn't travel right, you really had to hit anything. But this one it seems like everything shoots a lot better. And
although in Magic you've got to use it as a weapon, whereas before you could only use it like almost as a sidearm, really.
Yeah.
Like in grenade or something like that in COD.
Yeah, like this one, you've got to have it. Like
you've got to assign it to a hand like Bioshock. Really.
Yeah. Or like a shield.
Yeah.
So like you can do one cast like you can have healing while sword or whatever, but you've still got to have it out. You can't use it as a side thing now.
Which is half thing. It makes it better, but I don't know, because I use two-handed weapons rather than that, so I can't really use magic, which kind of limits the game experience a bit.
Yeah, but I play one-handed, so for me it's a lot better. Sometimes I'll have like a shield round a destruction magic combo, which is good for me because I can use my stamina then when I'm low on magic and vice versa.
Voice and sound.
Yeah, sound.
Voice acting in Skyrim is a lot better than Oblivion 1.
Because Oblivion had about 5 people doing every voice in the game, which is impressive, but not very good when you want like varied voices.
Yeah. There's a lot more voice acting, although there's no Sean Bean, which I find quite upsetting, being a big Sean Bean fan. But
yeah, the soundtrack, it's done by Jeremy Soule again, which the soundtrack for Oblivion were like amazing.
It's awesome soundtrack.
This one, as you can hear in the background, I hope it's not too loud. Yeah, it's really good. I was watching some of the videos how they made it. They've got like 30 people just for the vocals and stuff like that. Really gets like it plays the right thing at the right time. You're always there's never like mismatched music.
Also effects got background like when you're running and
yeah,
just clash of swords and magic and everything. It's just spot on this time.
That better immersion. But yeah. I did notice a few times with swords, the noise would sound like have you noticed when you get hit or you hit someone, the noise sounds a bit off?
Yeah.
There's one noise that doesn't sound right. Like one sound, that's it. But compared to Oblivion, where there's basically the same repeated noise, and then occasionally your characters like shriek. That was it. Yeah. It sounded a lot like it. This time it's just a lot better. Improved on the combat. Like listen to the players once.
Graphics are massively improved.
Yeah.
Over Oblivion, although it has still got that same visual style, which I quite like.
Yeah. But it seems to have taken some stuff from Fallout's look as well.
Yeah.
I've noticed like terrain's quite similar.
Terrain, yeah, I think it's more. Whereas on Oblivion, it were all just like in this basin and Imperial City were in centre, and then it were all just built around that. Whereas this is more a bit like Wasteland, really. You've been attacked more when you're running about as well.
Yeah, it feels like more not like this one feels like a real place, like because everything in real life's just not built around one central point. This is actually like scattered about, like camps and stuff.
It just feels a lot better, doesn't it?
Yeah, and like the textures for like floor and stuff is better, but like they are still kind of not as detailed as some stuff. But that's expected because it's such a big game.
Yeah, I see. Well, I saw a comment on a video a couple of days ago when they said that it wasn't up to standard with some games that's out now, and they give an example of Battlefield 3. Well, can they really expect Battlefield 3
to be that big? And
yeah, it's tiny. The maps in comparison to Skyrim are absolutely puny. They can't expect same graphical quality.
That's like expecting Battlefield to have the same amount of content, apart from not including online. So it's like having the same 300-hour single campaign. It's just not. It's like apples to pears, whatever, isn't it?
Yeah. It's completely different, basically. It's like chalk and cheese. Yeah, facial animation.
Yeah,
that is miles better. They're still a bit off. They still don't look like they're properly talking, really.
Yep.
But the face is still a bit stiff, but it's massively improved. There's not much expression still, but it's a lot better.
I'm noticing like expressions not so like dramatic. It's in Oblivion. They've took out persuading, but when you used to persuade, they'd like do this really dramatic face, and it like no one does that, you know. This one's like more subtle and like angry for a reason.
Yeah.
What else is this? Like the quests are better laid out as well. Like
the quests are massively better.
Yeah, it's not just like fetch and carry quests. These are like
there is some of them though. People will like them.
They feel like a lot better than.
But like I had to do this quest to get married earlier.
Yeah.
This woman wanted a mammoth tusk, so I had to go out and kill a mammoth. That is an awesome quest.
It's actually more like fun. Like before, you might have to get an item out of a chest. Like there's still that, but this time you can actually sneak and you can play it your own way. Where it's Oblivion, it's a bit harder to do that. This time it's like done the quest a lot better, planned them out more, made it more enjoyable. So we'll give our overall review for Skyrim out of 10. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I want to give it a 10 because it's basically a sequel to my favourite game of all time, really. Can't get better, to be honest with you.
I said that. Yeah, I think 10's a fair score because Oblivion did get 10s, didn't it, everywhere? And this is improved on Oblivion, so how can it not get 10s?